What if I told you that you could earn over $10,000 a month without showing your face, without talking into a mic, and without spending 12 hours a day editing videos? Sounds unreal, right? But that's exactly what I did with AI. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I built my faceless YouTube empire from scratch. Let's dive in. Before we get to the tools, the cash, or the setup, let's clear one thing up. 95% of people who start a faceless YouTube channel fail. Why? Because they think it's just copy-paste script, add robot voice, upload, and boom, money. That's not how it works anymore. YouTube's smart now. If your content doesn't hook people, they click off. If your video looks generic, they bounce. And if your channel feels like every other AI-generated one out there, good luck building trust or making money. So the first step to building a real scalable faceless channel, it's strategy, not software. And I learned that the hard way, picking a profitable niche. When I launched my first faceless channel, I went with celebrity gossip. I figured viral drama meant viral views. Big mistake. It was way too competitive. Trends changed overnight. And honestly, I didn't even like the content. I burned out fast. That's when I realized the key wasn't chasing trends. It was choosing evergreen authority niches that hold long-term value. I shifted to topics like personal finance, AI and tech, senior health, and business success stories. These get views year-round, attract high CPM ads, and actually build trust over time. But I didn't just pick one and hope for the best. I created a system to test multiple niches at once. That way, I could see what resonated, where the growth potential was, and what I enjoyed creating. It's not just about finding what's popular, it's about finding what's sustainable. Because if you don't enjoy the content, you won't stick with it. Scripting with AI, but making it sound human. If you've ever clicked on a video and heard it start with, "Welcome to this informative guide on the topic of today's discussion," you probably clicked off within 5 seconds. Why? Because it sounds painfully robotic. It screams AI generated, and not in a good way. I learned that if you want real engagement, you need real sounding scripts. That's why I built a system that forces AI to write like a human. I start with ChatGPT. But instead of giving it lazy prompts like, "Write a video about investing," I craft detailed instructions. My go-to is something like this. Write a YouTube voiceover script for a faceless channel. Use a conversational tone, second-person voice, sprinkle in a few natural questions, avoid robotic phrases, and sound like a real person talking to a friend. That alone transforms the tone. But I don't stop there. Every script still goes through manual editing. I tweak the pacing, tighten up awkward lines, and add emotion or curiosity where needed. That small polish makes a huge difference. Even the best AI can only take you 80% of the way. The last 20%, that human touch, is what separates a boring video from one that explodes with views. And yes, I've tested other tools. Claude is solid. Gemini has promise. But for me, GPT-4 consistently delivers the most natural, high-quality base script every time. It's my go-to engine for turning ideas into compelling content that actually hooks viewers from the first line. Voiceovers, sounding human without using your voice. This is where everything changed for me. Early AI. Voices were robotic, emotionless, and totally lifeless. You'd listen for 2 seconds and click off. That's why I needed something better, and that's when I found 11 Labs. Their voices are shockingly realistic, but I didn't just pick a voice and go. I fine-tuned everything. I adjusted the speed so it didn't rush. I added slight pauses to mimic human speech. I tweaked the tone to sound calm, confident, and natural. And it worked. Now, most people can't even tell it's AI, but here's the real kicker. I cloned my own voice. I recorded a few samples of me reading scripts, uploaded them into 11 Labs, and let the AI learn. The result? A version of my voice that sounds just like me, only smoother and more consistent. Now, I can generate entire voiceovers in minutes without ever touching a mic. It sounds personal, real, and totally unique. That one change instantly leveled up my videos and helped build trust with viewers. Because even without showing your face, how you sound still makes all the difference. Video editing without editing. I'll be honest, editing used to burn me out fast. It took hours, and I hated it. So I automated most of the process. Here's my stack: Pictory.ai or InVideo for auto-generating visuals, ChatGPT for timing cues and scene suggestions, CapCut for final polish, especially for shorts. I upload the script, sync it with the AI voiceover, and let the software do the heavy lifting, cutting scenes, adding stock footage, transitions, and subtitles. But I still jump in to tweak the important stuff. I add dynamic captions, sound effects, and zoom-ins at key moments to keep things engaging. The result? Videos that feel handcrafted, without me manually editing everything. It's about working smarter, not harder. And yes, thumbnails are coming next, because even the best video doesn't matter if no one clicks on it. Thumbnails and titles that get clicked. This is where most faceless creators go wrong. The video might be solid, but if the title and thumbnail don't grab attention, no one clicks. So I did what any obsessive learner would do. I studied the best. I analyzed thumbnails from creators like Mr. Beast. I observed what high CPM niches like finance were doing. I ran A/B tests using tools like Thumbly.ai and TubeBuddy. Here's what I found. Faces still work, but if you're running a faceless channel, use expressive visuals, emotions, bold contrast, and dramatic layouts. Your titles should spark curiosity. Forget how to save money. Try something like why I stopped saving money and what happened next. Now, I spend more time crafting the perfect thumbnail and headline than on editing the video itself. Because without that initial click, YouTube doesn't care how good your video is. No views equals no growth. Posting strategy that triggers the algorithm. This is where everything changed. I stopped uploading randomly and built a publishing calendar. 3 videos a week. Same time, same format. Why? Because YouTube favors consistency and watch time. And here's a tip I learned from analyzing my top-performing videos. Upload longer videos early in the week. They get more retention. Post shorts on weekends, higher scroll traffic. But the real game changer? Playlists. I created mini-series with cliffhangers. So instead of 1 view, I'd get 3 or 4 back-to-back. YouTube loves that. Monetization. All right, here's the part everyone waits for. How does a faceless YouTube channel actually make $10,000 a month? Let me break it down for you. AdSense, $6,000 per month. Most of this comes from high CPM niches like finance and AI. YouTube pays more when advertisers fight for space in valuable topics. Affiliate links, $2,000 per month. I promote tools I already use, like Notion AI, Jasper, or editing software, and drop links in the video description. When people sign up, I get a cut. Sponsorships, $1,500 per month. Once my views were consistent, brands started reaching out. They'll pay for a shout-out, a link, or even a dedicated video. Digital products, $500 per month. I created a Notion template to help with scripting and channel organization. Viewers love tools, and it sells passively. But here's the real power move. I run 3 channels, not just one. If one slows down, the others keep earning. And with 90% automation, it's fully scalable. Scaling with AI and virtual assistants. Once my first channel was profitable, I didn't sit back. I scaled. I created SOPs, standard operating procedures, for script writing prompts, thumbnail design formats, upload checklists. Then I hired VAs from Upwork and trained them using screen recordings. And now, I just review final videos. That's it. Each channel runs like a machine, with a human brain behind the wheel. let's not pretend it was all smooth sailing. I made mistakes. Here are the 3 biggest. Relying too much on AI early on. My first 20 videos were completely AI made. No editing, no review. They flopped. Ignoring analytics. I uploaded blindly, thinking more videos equals more views. Wrong. YouTube is about watch time and CTR. Burning out on quantity over quality. I tried daily uploads. That lasted 3 weeks, and I hated my content. The fix: slow down, learn what works, then scale smart. Now you might be wondering, okay, cool story, but can I actually do this? Here's my honest answer. Yes, but only if you treat it like a business. AI makes it easier, but it doesn't replace creativity, research, or effort. You'll still need to test ideas, learn storytelling, and build systems. But once you do, the upside is insane. Because this isn't just about YouTube income, it's about freedom. No boss, no meetings. Just you, a laptop, and the tools to build something massive. And if you made it this far, you already have one thing most people don't: the willingness to learn. So start today. Test a niche. Write a script. Train your AI voice. Build your first video. And who knows, maybe in 6 months, you'll be the one making a video like this. Subscribe for another one.